about a week since Black Tech Week has taken Cincinnati by storm, and I, Alicia, want to give my review as a first-time attendee. So let's get into it. Don't know if I'll be doing all that rating stuff, but I would say that where I stayed at, they give you a suggested list of hotels. So I stayed at the Westin, which was really like a 5-minute walk. You could stay at 21C Museum. I felt like my hotel was in a great location to be able to walk to the Arnoff Center. So that was great. The location was kind of great. All the events was around there. I was in the downtown area, so there was a lot of events there. It was like food stalls, but it was more like sit down food, like steakhouses and restaurants. So it was hard to kind of find like a good grab and go unless you want to go like Subway or Dunkin' Donuts. So the food options weren't very, quick friendly, like as, grab and go friendly as I would say. The panels and the workshops, I would say that I would love to like have the sessions more than a week before so I can kind of make my decision, or if I want my employer to try to pay for it, it kind of is like I have to pay for it myself, or kind of up in the air because we don't ever know what sessions are happening. We knew the theme of it, which is great, but then the sessions was there like a week before, so I'm like I have to figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to navigate it. Although I do like the sessions because you're able to plan your schedule, I do think that the sessions lacked a little bit within the information because we're reading the sessions to try to go to them, but they didn't really have a lot of like information in there, but they had their bio, so that was good. And the app also was not really user friendly as much. It was just a couple of glitches in the app, so although I did like the app was not as user friendly as it could have been. The networking, there's a lot of events, so you have to really manage your time after doing sessions all day. It's fine, but I do feel like as a solo person, if you're going to these events, it's kind of hard to network with other people because people already have their organizations that they're with or their companies that they're with, and so you're trying to just like be a needle in a haystack to just talk and stuff like that. So I just think it depends. I did join this networking group, which was cool because I walked around with other people and met some cool people. But just going by myself as a solo person, it's kind of hard when you're just trying to, like interject in people's different conversations. So I would just say pick and choose wisely where you want to go. There's so many over the 3 days. And also I would say that if you want to network that last day, save that money up so you can stay Thursday. There's a closing ceremony and there's events after that so that you can stay till Friday. You need about a whole week, a good Monday through Friday to be at this conference. So save your coins, okay? There's a lot of networking events, but like I said, depending on your industry, depending on where you go, I think that this is good for founders and entrepreneurs. If you're in corporate, it could still work a little bit, but it's kind of different. It's more for people who, maybe want to start an app, maybe have their own business, maybe want to network like that. So I would say it would be dependent on maybe what the theme is next year. If I would return, it's really only down the street for me, so that is kind of why I went. But definitely if you haven't been, it's a good time. That city is black during that week. The city is very welcoming. The mayor was super nice and friendly. The sessions, I preferred the workshops because I was able to learn more with the workshops. I really liked the UX researcher workshop, Science Meets Society. And the first one, it was like about AI models and stuff like that. I just think as a first timer or somebody that might not be in tech, I feel like the panels are kind of hard because they talk over you a little bit. There was this great demonstration of this lady did like an AI assistant gaming, but if you don't know the verbiage, I feel like you might want to know the verbiage. Talk to some tech people before you go, because the interviews and the panels, like those can be very like high level focus, and it's like people are experts and I'm an novice child, so I think that's just people in general. That's not necessarily on the conference. That's just like the people who are moderating, like explain to who the person is, like so we can get some backstory so we can kind of understand. So I prefer the workshops. Some people prefer the panels. That's just up to you. I'm an education by nature, so I'm trying to learn something. So I did learn a few things about like AI models, about user research that I will incorporate in my day-to-day. I'm an instructional designer by day, so I think that, you know, learning these different tools and different things like that is really beneficial to me. But hey, you might like the panels more, so that's what you might be interested. So I would say if you are going solo, start saving now, or try to find somebody that you know, wants to go with you. Map your agenda out by day when they do put the sessions on there and the events. Make sure, child, that you RSVP, or that you don't, child, because I went places and I didn't RSVP. But make sure you know, like, if you have to pay for the event, if you don't have to pay for the event. They had a lot of wellness. They had yoga. They had what is it called, meditation. They had a lot of Pilates. They had a lot of wellness events. So there they had a whole other separate spot for it. So if you're into wellness, you can just go take those classes and just relax for the next 3 days. But I would suggest, if you are solo, you might want to volunteer, unless you know you want to pay that pretty penny of a hotel by yourself. Volunteer, meet new people, be open and be friendly. Overall, I think that it was a great conference. But if you went, let me know your experience. If you're interested in going next year, let me know as well. It's usually in July, but you follow them Black Tech Week. And maybe I'll see you in Cincy next year. Bye.